Hi guys, I know I haven't posted in a few weeks, probably several months, but I'm back now. So please stay tuned to this video and please like and subscribe to my channel.
We good? Yeah. Okay, so today, episode, of course we have Diddy Trap, my favorite person. Today we're going to talk about two subjects. How long should it take a man to know that he wants to marry you? And then the second subject is what is Netflix and chill and what does it include? So, okay. Okay, so how long do you feel a man should know? How long do you feel it should take a man to know that they want to marry you? How long?
Well, I would say within 6 months to a year, you should know if this person is somebody you want to be with for the rest of your life. Now, yeah, that's what I would say.
6 months to a year.
Yeah, what do you say?
I say 6 months.
Okay.
I say 6 months because 6 months is long enough to let the crazy out. So it's long enough for you to kind of get to know the person, kind of be around their friends and family, and then kind of get past the honeymoon stage of the relationship. Because, you know, like I say the first 90 days of the relationship, that's a honeymoon stage. So it's going to be out. I love
So the
him.
first 3
That's
months, okay,
And then month 4, you be like, I don't even know if I like him.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because now you see how that person is.
Consistently.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
then you got a better view of what you're getting yourself into.
Now, do you think that you should know it quicker if you all live together?
Yep.
So
And
let's say, you start off living together within, I don't know, maybe it happens within the first month.
Moving together in the first month. That's a lot.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so if you're living together, I feel like they may know sooner because they're there with you day in, day out, and they can kind of go through the motions with you. But whereas if you're dating somebody and they live in their own house and you live in your own house, y'all can only see each other a certain amount of time, so it'll take longer for them to know that way. But if they're already in the household,
You kind of should know.
yeah, you should know, like, if I want to be with this girl or not. I mean, it can be vice versa because the woman can get with somebody and think, oh yeah, I think I might be able to, settle down with him and marry him. Then they get to acting crazy and they're like, no,
This is not
I
going
think
to
I
work.
only changed my opinion about him.
Okay.
My mind about him.
So then for those, what's your opinion then on for those who might take longer than the 6 months to a year? Like,
I mean,
is it possible that maybe you don't know in that time? No.
I genuinely feel that people know whether or not they're going to marry you within 6 months.
Okay.
Because
now what? Like what measures? And how do you think they know? What are just because your habits?
just your habits, maybe, any qualities that you bring as far as like being clean or, doing wifely duties for them without being married, or just being like an A1 girlfriend, like just down for the person, having their back. They know. I think more so a lot of them are scared. And I'm saying scared because it's like, to be honest, all these vaginas running around here that's willing to give it up, do whatever, for nothing. You don't have to have a label with them. You don't have. So to give that up, to be with one woman for the rest of your life, that's a major change.
That's a major change.
Yeah, right. Okay, I can be single and I can mess with her. I can have 10 bitches. But if I marry her, I just got that one. I mean, not saying like a lot of it is they're afraid to go into the relationship because, number one, they don't know if they're going to be able to hold up their end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm.
And then number two is, well, do I really want this? No, I mean, well, it's kind of the same, but it's like, number one would be, will I be able to be a husband to her, or take care of her financially, or be there for her like I need to as a man? And then number two is, do I want this, or do I still want this single life? Because that holds a lot of people back from doing a whole lot of stuff. Even boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, somebody can talk to you for years, and you never have a level with them because they don't know who they want to be with. They still trying to pick and choose.
That was,
you know,
yeah. Well, that was going to be one of my next questions. Kind of, since if we're saying that we think that you should know within 6 months to a year when you're meeting somebody if you want to marry them. So does that mean that I'm already coming to the relationship knowing what I want? Because I do feel that, you know, an opposite side or just a different perspective would be, well, some people are figuring it out, and like they don't know what type of man they really want or what type of woman. So, you know, they're figuring that out. So is that figure out time included in that 6 months to a year?
Yep.
For you?
Yeah. You should know. I'm not letting off of this because here's the thing. I've been in 3 different relationships over 1 5, 1 7, 1 6. Listen. They know. A lot of them just be scared to go ahead with it because of their own personal issues and insecurities. And they'll string you along as long as you're okay with it. And like, I made a post on Instagram, but I don't stick anything down. But I was just like, it was Kevin on stage. He was really talking. He was like, why that man gonna marry you? You already giving him
Everything he needed.
Yeah. You
Or
already
would
been
want.
right to him. Why would he need to put a ring on your finger if you already doing that for him? Yeah. And it goes back to us too, knowing our power in the relationship and knowing how to either we're going to be able to go be here on the same page, or I'm going to be here. You see what I'm saying? Either we come into this relationship and we start dating and talk about getting married. That should be number one. If you're over 30, if you're dating people, you need to be, that should be one question on the first date. Do you see yourself getting married?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, if the guy does not, or the female does not, and you ready, go on and X them out.
X them out.
Don't second guess it. Just go on and X them out, because it's just going to be a waste of your time unless you just want to just.
And then maybe you're
waste
feeling,
time.
well, yeah, or thinking that, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Either it's going to be a waste of your time, or
maybe you're thinking it's going to change. You know, it'll be different later. You know, so
and we
time
always
keeps going.
Because everybody always say it's always greater later, but getting to the later is the issue.
So then,
Are you willing to, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you willing to go through this? Are you willing to take on this person's everything?
well, and then I feel like there's one thing in taking longer than the 6 months to a year, because there are relationships that have gone on longer and there's been no marriage commitment. But I guess, I think I just lost my train of thought. But I'm gonna have to come back. Where was I going with that?
I'm just, I on that,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, it's up to the person, you know. And I've seen couples that's been together 6 months get married. Then I've seen couples that's been together 12 years and get married. But it all depends on the person. So I feel that if I have a potential mate, I feel like he needs to know whether he wants to marry me within a year.
That's kind of where I was going. Now my thought came back, is that yeah, when you're taking longer outside of that 6 months to a year, hopefully there would still be conversation or feeling like you're working towards marriage.
Right.
That would be different than continuing to be in something that,
Just my girlfriend stage.
yeah.
Yeah. It needs to be in conversation. If it's past a year, it needs to be spoke on. It needs to be thought about. It needs to be thought out, because after that first year, they know you for who you are. So after the 6 months, they know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to the person to want to do it. And like I said, with how this is set up with men, and when it's all these men, and all these women out here, in comparison to the men that are out here, I think it might be 15 to 20 females to one man.
Probably.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
then you have to kind of see it from a male's perspective, because you gotta be like, okay.
So then is that saying setting yourself apart? How are you?
That's it. You
setting
have
yourself
to.
apart
You
from
have
others?
to. But that's the thing. You have to be unique in what you do or what you bring to the relationship.
I had to stop the video because one of my neighbors was coming, but we will continue.
Okay, so my next question is, in this 6 to 12 month period, when a person knows that they want to marry you, do you feel that any personal secrets need to be disclosed? Therefore, the person has what you presented to them, what you have told them to go by. Because the thing is, when people get in relationships, I'm gonna be real.
Give it to me.
People gonna tell you secrets. I don't care if it's friends, people that you done mingle with, people that you done did dirt with. It's gonna come back. It's gonna make it to your significant other. I don't know how it gets back to them as quick as it does, but it always gets back. So if you have anything personal going on, or if you've ever been off the chain, go on and tell it, because
It's gonna come out.
it's gonna come out. So do you feel like that should be like one of the main factors, whether or not a person wants to deal with you, like their honesty and your willingness to go ahead and tell or disclose information to them that you may have not with other people, because you feel like, okay, this is the one, I can do this with this person? Do you feel like you should have to answer any questions like it during this process, during this time?
3 things. Well, I don't know if they're gonna be 3, but a few things came to my mind. One was, maybe it depends on what it is. 2, the time frame, and maybe just 3, your comfortability. And I guess I say that because one particular situation that had happened in my past, I don't think I ever mentioned it, but by that time it was like, it could have been like 10 years before I even had met that person.
Right.
Now, I mean, yet ironically, that did come back up. You know, that got back to him later on in the relationship, but it was kind of like, at that time, like, dude, that was like
100 years ago.
So in that situation, the information, I didn't feel the need to disclose it in the beginning, because it wasn't anything I felt I needed to. Now that goes to when I was saying it depends on like what it is. Then on the other hand, there was another situation where I felt like I wanted to mention it.
Right.
And maybe not just in case it came back, but trying to keep honesty and openness in the relationship.
Right.
So that was just something that I never really shared with anybody, but felt like I wanted to share with him, because that was somebody that I loved.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I totally get that. I feel like a lot more people will be in better relationships and better marriages if they go ahead and up front, go ahead and tell the person whatever it is. I don't give a damn if you was a whore prior to this relationship. Go ahead and tell, look, hey, I done fuck with a couple of people. Somebody might say this, somebody might say this. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know because this might get back to you, and I don't want this to interfere in anything that we got going on because, you know, you might have changed or you might look at life different or, you know, you might have switched some shit up. So I feel like
that might be going back to depends on what it is. That might need to be something.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like, I don't know.
What had happened was back then,
I wasn't keeping count back then, but now I am. Now I'm just playing. But no, no, I'm good, girl.
I mean, that's a question. You know, like if you felt like you was very promiscuous in the past, do you feel like that's something that you need to be saying, well, no, you different, or I don't know. I just think it depends on what it is. And then to me, sometimes some people have trouble like sharing those things.
Oh yeah.
So maybe over time, you know, maybe, I don't know if I could say, well, within 6 months, you need to feel comfortable with telling that person that. Like, that might be different.
That's it.
That's you should know if you want to marry them versus
being comfortable with telling them. But I mean, that's still, even if it's like something private or something, you know, serious, may not be too serious, but giving that person the option to go ahead with the relationship with me putting this out on the table. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, but that takes courage. I mean, you know, like that's the individual that gotta be
like, look, it's
real. I mean, real with who they are and what it was, and be able to be like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And be okay with take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you said.
But you know, that's what I'm saying. Because 9 times out of 10, what people don't realize is, I've seen this a lot, and I grew up around. I was the only girl in my generation and family, my age. So I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So I was around guys like, they talk about the craziest shit like that women have told them or said to them, and they just be like, oh, okay, and I'm still gonna mess with her.
Right.
I don't care what she said. I'll be like, and then like talking to my friends, like some of my classmates, I would have like conversation with the guys, and they would tell me stuff that women. So I'll be like, she told you that? You still did it? Like, yeah, she was bad though. I'll be like, wow. So it does take.
So they probably, but then do they want to marry that person? I mean, that might just be somebody
that they want to marry that person.
Yeah. Did she change?
No. I don't think she changed that much. She might change a little bit.
Okay, a little bit.
But yeah, she changed too much. Just know that. But yeah, I feel like from the jump, asking a person whether or not they want to be married is a must.
Yeah. Okay. I was
maybe disclosing anything that you might feel might come up later on down the line. So you can go ahead and prep whoever you're dating for that conversation, or if they are ever told something they were already know, like, oh, she already told me. So what you telling me for? Listen, this is how crazy it is. Let me turn this light on. Let me tell you how crazy it is. One of my ex-boyfriends. I hope the bastard look at this video, cause he was dead ass wrong for doing this. So, one of my ex-boyfriends, me and him had did some stuff or whatever, and like I was like, I don't want to be with you no more. So I kind of started talking to this other dude because I already knew that my ex-boyfriend was messing with somebody else. But we were still in the same household. So he goes through my phone and calls the dude that I'm talking to and runs his mouth to him. Needless to say, he lied on me about one thing, but the other stuff he said, yeah, it was true, and I don't give a fuck because I was with you during that time, and guess what? You repeating it make me see that you're not the person I need to be with. Don't you know the guy told him, I don't give a fuck what you say about her. I'm still gonna fuck with her. and hung up on his ass. Because I had already told him.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? I had already told dude, like, this is what he gonna tell you.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna already tell you. And he, you know, when he told me that my ex-boyfriend had called him, he was like, man, he said, I was just like, damn, why would you do that? He was like, what he don't realize is that make me want to mess with you even more. Why would you call the next man to tell some stuff on the girl you done been with for 5+ years?
Right.
And he was like, I told him, you know, he said, I told him, no, we cool. You know, they had a little bit conversation. Nah, we cool. And if she got to tell me anything else, I already knew that. But she can tell me.
Got you.
That's
Yeah,
so just go ahead and prep in a person like, okay, this is what might be said, this is what you might hear. I mean, this is what it is. And I have did that, and that shit was hard for me to do that, but I liked that guy, and I, you know, I trusted him, and I was like, this somebody I potentially I could be with because that's how he was as a person. But some of them conversations need to be had.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
They need to be had, and it ain't no use to being embarrassed or feeling ashamed of anything, because a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on with them that a lot of people don't know. And you won't know unless you in a relationship with them or in an intimate setting with them. They're not going to disclose that information because they feel like you're going to judge them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, from the jump, be honest. It probably would move faster if people was more honest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And then it won't have to be, ooh, let me have to sit back and watch and see if she is my standard or whatever. Or, oh, well, let me see how many people she done been with. No, let me tell you how many people. Let me tell you who it was so you can already know.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you won't be thrown off when somebody do approach you. Like, these conversations need to be had, but they don't happen.
No, they don't.
They never happen. Like, in a perfect world, they happen, but
who lives in that?
I know. I wish. I wish. But okay, so we'll get to the next subject.
Yes.
So the next subject is, what is Netflix and chill? Straighten this camera out just a tad.
Oh yeah. Make sure you get it. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you feel like Netflix and chill is? What is Netflix and chill?
To me, Netflix and chilling mean you watching. You gonna start out watching a movie, then it's gonna lead to you and him getting it on.
Well, that happens sometimes, but I mean,
like, that's the purpose. If you're going over to Netflix and chill, basically, I guess I'm saying that you know already what's about to go down.
somebody's getting the draws
Dropped.
No, seriously, they are. Somebody's draws are coming out.
But maybe that ain't. I mean,
Yeah, because I mean, and Netflix and chill can be. It's all depending on the person and how you feel towards that person, because you can always be Netflix and chilling with somebody that's just your friend and you don't look at them in a sexual manner. But then,
well,
you can have friends where you just be like, that's my friend, that's it.
I guess I'm trying to think back on how this whole term even came about. Like, cause does the term already come with a like with a
disclaimer?
Yeah, like this what it really mean, like, oh, you Netflix and chilling. Or do it mean like, yeah, I'm Netflix and chilling with my homegirls, or I'm Netflix and chilling with my homeboy?
I guess it depends on
My
like
cousin
the
or
person. Like, I'm telling you, it depends on the person. Okay, so I'm just gonna make up a name. So, say you got a homeboy Jesse that you grew up with. You don't look at Jesse like that. You and Jesse did not address in front of each other and all types of shit growing up. So Jesse like, hey, let's go. We're gonna Netflix chill tonight. Come over, let's chill. You're not gonna think Jesse gonna be wanting no drawers because you don't look at him like it. He don't look at you like it. But then Okay, so then another version of that same thing, you got fine ass Tyson or some shit that you always wanted, and he always wanted you, and then Tyson's like, so we're Netflix and chilling or nah? You don't know what's going down with him because of the way he come off. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of read. People don't realize when you're texting, you can read people's energy through text. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
can know
To an
like
extent.
when somebody is like on some bullshit, or if they're like on some like, come on over here shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of how they word it.
Because I guess I felt Jesse, homeboy from Tyler preschool, would have been like, why don't you come over and watch a movie?
Yeah.
But for him to be like, if he say, let's Netflix and chill, I'm going to be thinking.
Jesse wanted to. No, Jesse don't want it. Jesse just want to watch the movie. Shit. He don't want to.
He just want to watch Netflix and chill.
Yeah,
catch
that's
up,
it.
hang out.
That's
But
it.
if, what was the other name?
Tyson.
If Tyson say,
Y'all still recording?
you want to Netflix and chill or nah, what you think Tyson want to do?
We trying to figure out what Netflix and chill mean. She can't be seen on the camera.
Well,
You can hear her voice, but you can't see it.
well, see, I haven't been on the internet in like a year, so I don't know none of that shit.
You know what
Oh.
Netflix and chill mean? Like,
If somebody texted to you, what would you think?
We gonna watch Netflix and chill.
what is the chill part? What is
I
it?
come in the studio and watch your Netflix. That's the part they left out. It's your Netflix. I'm coming to watch.
See? Okay, well, it could be that too.
No. Listen, I'm telling you, it's got to be the person though. That's what I'm saying. It has to
the person.
Yeah, and it's gotta be it depends on the energy that person gives you. So if it's like I said, Jesse, it's the homeboy from when you grew up with him. You're not gonna look at him in a sexual manner. You can probably sleep in the bed with him and not do nothing with him. 'Cause you
Y'all
don't
can
look at him
Netflix
like
and
that.
chill in the bed together.
Yeah, Jesse ain't got no coochie.
Who was Jesse?
We just making up people
You went
because.
to preschool with Jesse.
Okay, so what I said, if you have a neighbor, I'm calling him Jesse. So you have this dude you grew up with. You never looked at him in a sexual way. He never looked at you. Y'all done got him dressed in front of each other. Like y'all, he ain't gonna expect nothing from you on no
But on that night of
shit.
Netflix and chill, baby, it might be a little something.
That's what I said. No,
She said no.
I don't feel that
Jesse
way.
You got your snuggie, I got my snuggie.
Yeah, let's order something to eat and chill and watch a movie
with the lights on.
Or not. I mean, they gonna be out. The lights gonna be out.
And the chilling gonna
And then
start.
when you see her in about 6 months, oh, that must have been the night that you and Jesse was watching Netflix and chill.
I'm just saying, I feel like
Oh, man.
you can kind of.
It can mean something different.
Yeah.
It don't always mean
You can.
chilling.
Yeah, you can just go hang out. I mean, we've all went out and hung out with guys that we're not sexually attracted to.
So I think it's the term then, because some people can be like, let's hang out. And then that just, but if somebody like, you want to Netflix and chill,
That means
that to me is taking it. Like, because if not, you'd be like, you want to hang out. Or you want to come over and watch a movie.
But I mean, listen, I done got stuck with the let's go hang out shit before.
that turned into
to Netflix and chill. So, I'm no for real dead serious. So you can't like,
yeah,
it's just the
sure.
person.
It depends, yeah, the context around it.
I guess.
Yeah. It depends on the people.
It depends. I mean,
Because everybody on Netflix and chill, like, you know.
They ain't the
We
right
don't watch
people.
Netflix, but let's skip the chill and let Netflix watch us.
So see,
Yeah.
you can
You know what I
Netflix and be like, I don't want to chill tonight though.
Right.
Just want to Netflix.
Well, what? I'm confused. I'm like, well, what? What? I get it, but I really feel like it is based on whether it's a
It's based
sexual
on the
attraction.
person. Mm-hmm. chunky homeboy, and you might not like chunky men.
Mm-hmm.
But he just that chunky homeboy you got, and you just Netflix
And
blowing out his
Netflix.
belly.
And that's how it's gonna be.
We're not doing
Well, I don't know.
that.
Now that ain't included in this. Chill.
Now look, we got some rules to Netflix and chill.
I'm just saying, it just depends on the person. It really does.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So with us saying that, so how do you prep for Netflix and chill? Like, how do you prep for that? If somebody say, let's go Netflix and let's
It
Netflix
depends
and
on who
chill.
the Netflix and chill is gonna be with. It just depends.
How do you prep for it though? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you prepare yourself for it? Do you know in your head going in, like, I'm not gonna do nothing, it's gonna be watching
Oh, you mean, is that tonight you put on the granny panties or the ones with the
the
whole
grannies? I'm wearing the
Okay.
granny panties.
Double bed.
Grannies.
Double bed. Only double bed.
Throw 'em all the way out.
Slide 'em to the side, right? You don't care what kind of bikini you
Oh man.
I'm
The
just,
bloomers.
Well,
yeah, I'm just saying.
that's when she going to, with Jesse.
Right.
But if she going to Tyson,
Do you wear bloomers or
No.
or no
you
panties?
know, Netflix and chilling, you already are thinking
If it's
what
with,
it's
what's his
about
name?
to go to.
Tyson. With
Tyson.
Tyson is the cute.
See, if you know if it's with Tyson, we gonna be the Netflix and chill.
Ain't no movie gonna be on.
No movie. You
That's another level of Netflix and chill. So we okay. Now we got
The ultimate Netflix.
It's the ultimate, yeah. Like it really ain't even the Netflix. Like
Right.
we the Netflix and chill. That's the next level.
Let me find out he was taping us. I'm no. For,
Literally the Netflix and chill then. For the next Netflix and chill.
Right. Part 2.
Oh gosh.
no, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
but
like
this one up a notch. Okay.
It depends.
it. I know, but it's just so crazy because it is levels to it, and hey, I'm gonna say everybody do what the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be going into this stuff like, well, I can't be a sexual being or I can't be sexual because no, because everybody else do it. So why the fuck can't you? No, I'm just saying, like, why can't you express yourself sexually and be okay with that? Because men do it. So why couldn't you be a female that you might invite somebody to Netflix and chill?
Right.
Say that again.
I'm just saying you should be okay with being able to do that.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just the double standards around here is always you're the woman, you gotta be a certain way, but I always kind of like advocate like people doing what they want to do it. If you want to do it, it's you.
So then, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So then, if you're the girl, maybe going to the Netflix and chill. So let's say we already know it's not Jesse chill, it's Tyson. Okay. So we already know we going. Then, do the girl bring the condoms too? Is
I
that?
hope you would, cause they will play the no condom thing with me. Your ass will get it blocked. No, I'm just saying I would hope.
But is that like a double standard? Like, will the girl be looked at differently?
Because they gonna
Okay.
look at you like, okay, this bitch ain't that. She ain't just no jump off.
Mm.
Cause a jump off ain't gonna come, but they just coming.
Just twinkle. Just twinkle.
I'm here.
Just twinkle
I
a
got
couple of
nothing.
little roses on the bed, about 3 or 4 condoms here and there, because we might, you know,
Yeah.
a condom here and condom there with some roses around it.
Yeah, so you can lead yourself to putting it on. But I'm just saying,
Practice safety tonight.
Got you.
but I'm just saying, I think being proactive in that way is always good. It's not gonna be looked at like, oh, well, damn, she came over here, she just
Right.
wanted to have sex. It's gonna be like, she came over here prepared if we did,
Right.
not if we were going to, or you know what I'm saying?
Not that we were about to
To
do
do
that,
it.
but in the event, I got my own back,
Right,
That's it.
right.
and I obviously got yours too.
Yeah.
Well, you might have not had your own back, but I gotta make sure I got our back tonight.
Yeah, because some of them don't be wanting to have their back. They don't want.
No.
They don't want to have their back no way. Like,
No, safe sex first, ladies.
Right.
yeah, I mean it's
Engine.
okay to Netflix and chill or do whatever. Hell, as long as you protect yourself and just go in knowing like that's a possibility.
Right,
Because it's usually going to be at night. It's not going to be in the daytime.
right.
Ain't nobody asking you Netflix. Chill 12.
At matinee. Can you matinee Netflix and chill?
Hell no. The street lights gotta be on.
Right.
It's gotta be dark. Like, I mean, we grown now, so you kind of know what it is.
Yeah.
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 And it's just if you down for it. And then, like,
And you can always be like, if you try to go to a place or chill that you weren't ready, you was just wanting Netflix.
Right.
So,
yeah, because you always have your voice to be like, nah, I don't get off. But like I was, when we was talking earlier, and I was like, I will come out and tell the person, like, I'm not, no. No, I'm not giving you no ass.
Right.
The hell wrong with you? I'm just saying, like, you gotta be okay with telling them no. Because most girls not gonna tell them no up front. They just gonna be like, oh, girl, I really didn't want to do it, but you still did. No, you should tell him no and stuck with it.
yeah.
Right.
But I like him. It don't matter. Still say no.
Right.
And men no means no.
It's depending on how the no sounds.
Oh, gosh.
Well, no.
You're like, yeah, that should mean yes.
That no mean yes.
Hell no means no.
No, you be like, no, I can't. Boy, stop.
And that's when they start.
Or that bitch, please.
Oh, God.
Did you think you came over here for that? That's that real life.
Then that's
Like,
that
this
no.
bitch crazy. Yeah, she means no.
No, for real. I mean,
It's a red light.
just know it. Like, people just gotta know that and respect that. Like, I just feel like we old enough now to do what the hell you want to do and just go with it.
What about if you Netflix and chilling, and in the mix of Netflix and chilling, it gets a little heated, and the penis is small? Do you just forget the chilling and go back to the Netflix?
Yeah, no, you go home.
Move
I'm
over.
Stage left.
Netflix is in. Oh, I didn't pay my bill this month.
Hulu just went out on me. Come on,
Oh, man.
Let's go.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to that since you said that. So, a prerequisite of Netflix and chill, is that a prerequisite? You could have to
So
show
you tell me
something.
you already need to know what you're going to when you Netflix
Yeah.
and chilling? No. No, I ain't gonna say that.
No, I'm just saying, is that a prerequisite? Because they do us like it, but it's done passively. It's always, well, send me a picture or, well, you know, with it.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
yeah, I mean, you
choose
can
your-
ask them, I guess. Don't hurt me.
That's that. Where the remote is?
Because I guess that's just so common, you know, like big pics and stuff or something like
Yeah. I mean, do
They
you
don't
feel
mind.
like, no, they,
I mean,
no. They be like, they'll try to act like they don't have none. And they phone. Yeah, I don't do that.
It be the finest niggas with the littlest penis. And then them ugly ass niggas be having them big.
That's why they be having them cute
They be like, "Hell, why
girlfriends.
he got out of house?"
that's why they be having them cute
Girlfriend, you be like, how did he get her?
Right. She
I've
love
been a
him.
victim.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I think it has to be some prerequisites. Like, listen, something needs to be sent, a signal, something.
So you like, because I don't even waste my time. Like, just let me know. I need to know up front. That way I don't get over there
And it's
and be surprised. And
That's
then I'm like, dang, how I get out of this situation?
That's it. So that's a prerequisite to know what you're getting yourself into before you go. And make sure y'all taking protection. And do what the fuck you want to do. Because ain't nobody there but you and that person.
You know, they be like, "I hope your dick not little." And he be like, "Nah, we gonna just chill tonight."
Do y'all really Netflix and chill it, literally? That's it.
You don't even have to see it. You know what it is. He like, "Nah,
You can hear it in
this
that little
bitch
voice
crazy."
and stuff. You be like, wow, I'm not coming. Change my
I hope
mind.
you come over here wasting my time. Cause I'm gonna be mad. Shit. I can be Netflixing and chilling by my damn self. You gonna come over here and waste my time.
Yeah.
And then he be like, you know, we just gonna chill another night. Okay.
You
So,
already
I
know.
mean, in the same sense of, so, let me put this out here. So, would you rather them say Netflix and chill, or them just come out and be like, This is what I want to do to you. You come out of the house. Which, I mean, because Netflix and chill is kind of like the watered down version of.
I think I like the second approach best.
I do too.
Yeah.
Just them
Shit,
coming
what's
out.
up? What's up tonight?
Yeah, cause shit, I want to
Yeah.
see you this
Because
next.
I might only just want to say what's up tonight. I might not even want to Netflix and chill. That might be my only reason to see you.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, but I'm just
Basically,
saying,
yeah.
a lot of people wouldn't be okay with some
I'd rather
male
you
talking
just
to
tell
them
Mm-mm.
like that and be like, okay.
I don't care. I'd rather you tell me because I might be the one to tell your ass, look,
I like it.
don't you take this serious, okay? And don't,
They done lost that.
don't be
Damn.
sitting outside my house tomorrow night and I answer the phone. This was not a Netflix and chill night. This was just a
Jump off.
you right.
That's it. That's it. But a lot of
If you
people
make the
ain't
cut, I'll
comfortable
fire
with
you.
doing that. I mean, a lot of women are not comfortable with men talking to them like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would prefer because, you know, they ain't get ready to sugarcoat bullshit you.
I mean, then like it just go back to like you saying, I know up front already what it's about to be, so I can make a better decision on my next move.
Right. But you know, a lot of dudes, they come off to certain females for certain reasons. It just depends on what type of female you are.
Yeah.
It depends on you. They gonna know off your demeanor and your attitude how they gonna come with you.
Gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know. So someone might just you they gonna do like, yeah, Nikita, you know what's up? Like they gonna be like, I wanna. They're not gonna do that. 'Cause
No.
bitch, you gonna be in a parking lot fighting. What? Bitch. But if he say, hey, what's up, Nikita? I wanna, Netflix and chill with you sometime. You gonna be like, okay. But Nikita, I wanna hit. Bitch, you gonna be fighting. We gotta come bomb you out of jail. No, it depends on who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
depends on the person, too. They're saying it.
Your demeanor ain't going for that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I would be more up to somebody being upfront
Honest,
and
right.
telling me what they want instead of, oh, I want Netflix and chill. Then you get over there and got
Not
no
being
gas
honest
on.
with you. They
when
know
you
you
open
gonna
the
have a
door.
damn dumb knot.
I mean, okay, well, I guess that is different. Like now, well, I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, you honest, but I don't know about no dude just coming up like, man, I just want to fuck.
Oh.
Now, nah. I ain't saying I want you
no,
to
yeah,
come
they
and be
will,
like that.
but they will,
Nah.
like, some of them will, and then I think a lot of them too, that they've been testing you to see where your mind is, how you gonna react to it,
Mhm.
because, like, yeah, I've had some random ass shit, people say some random ass shit to me, and I'll be like, fucking serious.
Mm.
Do that shit's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because I guess I was thinking initially coming from somebody that you knew, maybe had some type of
okay, so what if that,
relationship.
okay, so what if that came from somebody you knew?
Mhm.
Say for instance, we're going back to what's the first one's name? Jesse. So say for instance, Jesse call you or text you and like, damn, what's up? Like, damn, I want to see you or whatever, and then you kind of responded and he's like, I want to fuck all on you.
Yeah.
How you gonna I'm just saying, how
Jesse, for
Then-
real, you already know this is not that Jesse. You gonna tell Jesse.
But you know this person and you comfortable with this person and he's obviously comfortable with you, so how would you take it from
I'm
him?
like
I mean,
Jesse.
you gonna take it
I
from
think I would
Tyson.
take it for him differently then. I would take it from Jesse differently at him coming at me like that. Because I would feel like we had some type of not relationship meaning going together,
But
but
like-
like we knew each other.
Right.
You know, we have some history, then some random dude coming up and just like off the bat coming at you like that. Like, I think I would take it differently from Jesse than a random person.
Yeah.
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 And then I guess at that time you need to figure out, do you want Jesse to be on you like that, or do you just want to still be Jesse's friend?
I'm gonna be like Jesse.
Jess.
I'm gonna be on Jesse all night. You know how that? I know we done had it where that one person that asked you that shit.
Yeah,
And you be
be
thinking about that
like-
shit for days. Like, really? He really said that to me? You wake up in the middle of the night, cold sweats, like, don't had a dream about it. Like, or you riding in the car and you be like, this motherfucker
really
said
asked
this.
me that.
Yeah, I've been there. Like, you be like, for real?
You right, Jesse. Can I come over then?
Yeah,
And
like
now they ain't birthday, they done
I
asked
thought
for
about it. And I do like you, Jesse.
Right. You
It's 2 o'clock in the
Still
morning.
thinking about me.
You know what, Jesse?
What you doing, Jesse? He's like, girl, it's 1:45 in the morning. I thought about it. It's confirmation call.
The seed.
Right.
Just in the seed. Just in the seed. It's confirmed. I'm coming,
I'll be
Jesse.
there.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Okay, so we're gonna end this episode tonight, and thanks for tuning in and continue to watch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't show my face. See, I'm married and stuff.
Yeah. Real.
My husband's crazy.
Yeah, so we can't have her
I don't
on
want
video.
no smoke. Not at all.
Y'all see us out here like, hey, man, next time.
You so damn still.